Hello and welcome back to the Kelvin channel. And today we have Eleceed chapter 394. And I have to say, for this chapter, I'm at a point with Eleceed where I don't know where we are going. I'll get into it at the end of the video. This will be a very short video. So the chapter starts off where he left off at 393, where Gestella she tells the whole clan what happened and who kidnapped Jisuk. Well, when they informed about this, Jiwoo turns around and says, "Wow, I didn't know he could do this. He was so nice." Which shows how naive he is after 394 chapters. We can't have our MC still being this naive. It gets to a point where the author, you are now playing with us because it doesn't make sense. And when it happens like that, KD reminds him that our weakness are a different breed of people. They've known power ever since they've been born, so to them it doesn't even seem like abuse or anything. It just seems like their natural right, something that's theirs. No one can contest that. Which makes sense. If you were born with a golden spoon in your mouth, you wouldn't be looking for permissions from anybody. You will do what you feel like you can do. Nobody is there to stop you or check in on you. Then it cuts back to Jurion and the patriarch, where the patriarch says, "Why would you do all these things?" This is the same type of conversation we had last week, so I'll just keep over it. All in all, Jurion says to the patriarch that people are consolidating power and we are just sitting around. We should be moving for power. In which it's funny, Ian has actually turned into one of those people. Ian says, if that was the case, why would you kidnap someone connected to Caden and also the woman you claim you love and also Jiwoo? If it was truly for the family, you wouldn't put the family in danger, which is a rebuttal to all the statements he made for claiming this is for the family, which I also liked, and they cut away from it, so we don't know the rest of that conversation. And now it turns back to Jisuk and Jiwoo. Jisuk is in the hospital and Katian is telling everybody that he has a bit of eclipse in his system. Well, Jiwoo gets angry and then he just tries to macho up. But for me personally, him trying to macho up and doing, I'll take care of it, it doesn't even hit. Like, to be honest, it doesn't hit. It does not hit at all. That's neither here nor there. And we go to the end. I'm just skipping over because this is basically a Latin chapter, but we have to get through it. And then at the end, Gisela comes around and asks Jiwoo that, is it true he said he's going to fight Jurion? Which Jiwoo says yes. Gisela informs her that Jurion is way stronger than he is and also has more experience than he has. Jiwoo says yes, he understands, but it's still something he has to do. For me, this is what I predict will happen. Since Gisela came and checked up on Jiwoo, I think she will be involved, maybe teach him his force control or something. And I can tell you exactly how the fight will go. For the first 2 chapters of the fight, Jiwoo is going to get absolutely dog-walked, like beaten to the edge of his life, as he does in every single fight. And then Jurion is going to let his guard down for a second. Jiwoo will stand up and do that whole cliffhanger, I can still fight. And then they'll just do some mumbo jumbo. And then the last 2 fights, you do his finishing move, max impact. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care for the names of the finishing moves and stuff. You just do that and then you get a fight. Ultimately, the truth is that where I am with Eleceed right now, it's not really moving me. The world building is stagnant. It's a small bubble of characters. Like we don't know what's going on in the larger world anymore. There's no structure. All of this is teenage drama. I don't really care for it. I don't care for it. Anyway, I'll still be here because I've already started. I might as well see the conclusion. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I want to bring more videos, but I'm still having problems with my laptop and editing. But still, like, share, and subscribe. And also comment. I want to see some comments.